Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's short video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope your day is going way better than fantastic. And your journey to self-betterment is going way better than fantastic as well. Today I wanted to just touch on the subject of forgiving a narcissist. Or forgiving a toxic evil person. And what that looks like. You see, people debate this topic back and forth. And the truth of the matter is, forgiveness if you do forgive. And please know it's all up to you. Do not let anyone shame you or make you forgive anyone. That is only something you can do because you want to. But the truth is, people have twisted up why and what forgiveness is all about. And they take it as to mean to give this person another chance in your life. When it doesn't mean that at all. Forgiving is more for you than it is for the wrong evildoer. You see, the key to not turning into the monster that has wronged us is to have a loving heart. To have empathy for others. And to love ourselves and to love others. And when we carry around a sack of hatred on our backs, it can cause just as much pain as what our abusers did to us when they were causing us great harm. And having any type of forgiveness is taking that sack of rocks off of your back. And casting it into the metaphoric ocean. And letting God deal with the fate of this evildoer. As we move forward and do what we can to live the best life we can live. And this is important. To use what was done to us. To understand how evil works. So we can become more wise. So no one can hopefully ever do the same evil that was originally done to us ever again. It doesn't mean to forget what happened. And wipe it from your mind. And to walk through life trusting everyone we meet and giving our pearls to those that would be considered swine as spoken about in the Bible. There was a story a while back that I talked about. Where a nice young man that worked at Taco Bell as a manager took in one of his employees that he believed was having a hard time in life. But it turns out this guy had a pretty bad history and wasn't a safe person to bring into one's home. Well, things went sideways. As the man helping out had to tell the man he was letting stay with him that he had to go. Well, this man that was getting this help and was having this nice person help him took it upon himself to end this kind man's life. There was another story of a young man that helped two of his so-called new friends out by giving them a place to stay, I believe. Or at least having them over to his place a lot. Well, they robbed him and they too ended his life. But this story right here really speaks to this forgiveness aspect of things. Travis Santee Lewis not only ended the life of this woman Martha McKay, but he ended the life of her mother 24 years earlier. How did this awful thing happen? Martha took an interest in Travis while he was in prison. And after forgiving Travis, she took it upon herself to become friends with Travis and giving him a job and helping him with a place to stay. Well, the long story short is Travis ended Martha's life right near the same place. He ended Martha's mother's life 24 years earlier. You see, once these disordered people are how they are, you can't change them. They have the brain of a lizard that only thinks in a way of how can they hurt you? How can they get something from you? How can they trick you? There's the old story of the scorpion and the frog. And the frog is going to swim across a lake. And a scorpion begs to let him ride on the frog's back to see his family on the other side. The frog protested and said, "No way. You will surely sting me." The scorpion said, "No way. I have to see my family." And he begged and begged the frog. The frog felt bad and let the scorpion get on his back. And they started off across the lake. But not too far into the trip, the scorpion began to violently and repeatedly sting the frog all over the place with its sharp tail. and they both started to drown in the water. And as this was happening, the frog said, "Why are you doing this? We are both going to drown and lose our lives. You told me you needed to see your family. And I was just trying to help you." The scorpion said, "You should have never believed me. I sting everything because that's what I do. I'm a scorpion. I remember begging my mother. Begging her to change, and she never did. And every time I trusted her, she ripped the rug out from under me. However, my mistake was thinking that forgiveness had to do with trusting the other person again. And the truth was, I wasn't forgiving my mother. I was just giving her another foolish chance, hoping my mother would be a mother to me. But each time I got stung. However, when I finally understood what and who my mother was, I was no longer looking for change. If I found myself trying to talk to her about something important, I would quickly remind myself who and what my mother was and shift gears, so to speak. And when I forgave my mother, I never forgot who and what she was. And I never trusted her again. Even when she was at the end of her life. Forgiving someone has very little, if anything, to do with the person that has done you wrong. But it has more to do with you. And loving yourself. To not let this person cause you harm even when they are out of your life. So much so, your personality becomes something that not even you like. And you lose the spark of love that makes you who you are. Should you trust every stranger you meet? No. That wouldn't be wise. Should you trust someone that has done you wrong and shown you who they are? No. 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 Not at all. I do hope this was of help to someone out there. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.